Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia and today's video is going to be my easy breakfast ideas. This is healthy breakfast ideas for anyone on a diet, a lazy cook, or maybe needs some kid-friendly options. So number one would have to be pancakes and eggs. Jude's favorite. I always make this before school, and I always use an instant pancake mix, and this one I found from Sprouts. It has chocolate chips in it, and you will quickly see that I used warm water. You're supposed to use cold water. I was just working way too fast, and I melted the chocolate chips, but it was totally fine. Still worked out, and still tastes pretty delicious. Next, I'm just going to drop in a pinch or two of chia seeds, which just adds added nutrition. I actually got that tip from one of my cousins, Tanya. She does that for her son, so I decided to copy her. Thanks, Tanya. I'm also going to be working on some scrambled eggs, and it's really easy to get fluffy eggs. All you do is crack a couple in a bowl, whisk them up, beat them up, girl, with a fork, and then add a couple of pinches of Himalayan salt. You can use table salt, it's fine, whatever you have on hand, but I just prefer Himalayan salt. It's almost like saltier. Does that make sense? Moving to the stove, I'm going to be using some unsalted Irish butter into my pancake molds. I got the pan from Target if anybody's wondering. So you give it a few minutes for the bubbles to appear on the top of your pancake. So I'm going to move on to my scrambled eggs. As you notice, I did not put anything into my pan. You want to make sure that your pan is nice and hot, not too hot. So medium temperature or setting onto your stove, and you're going to mix it quickly with a non-stick spatula or a spatula that's not going to obviously melt to death. And that's pretty much it. You have to have a good attitude. You never want to cook food when you're pissed off because your food's going to taste bad. So I just removed those from the fire, and I'm going to go ahead and flip over my pancakes. As you can see, a closer look, you can see those little bubbles or holes on the pancakes. That means it's ready to be flipped. So I'm going to flip them over, and after that, I just plate them and they're ready to eat. I just love making pancakes because it fills him up and he's not hungry or starving when it comes time to eat lunch. So he's able to focus and just feel good, because I hate when I'm hungry in the morning because I just turn into an evil grump. But yeah, a little bit of pepper on his eggs, some fruit, and it's a nice filling breakfast. Next up is going to be chia seed pudding, which is really easy to do, and I recommend doing this the night before. So you're going to need 6 tablespoons of chia seeds and some unsweetened coconut, almond, or cashew milk. So I'm just going to be adding 6 tablespoons of chia seeds and 2 cups of unsweetened coconut milk. And then I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of honey. You can also use maple syrup or a sweetener of your choice. I just really like honey, and I always have it on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little spoon to get that back in there. You're going to mix it all up in just a second. For extra flavor, I'm going to be using banana extract. You can get this at Target. I know like almost every single store has a variety of flavored extracts like almond. You can use almond if you want to, but I really love the taste of banana. So you're going to pop that into the fridge, and the next morning, this is how I'm going to plate it, or I guess put it into a jar, but easier to eat. So as you can see, it's nice and thick. So I'm going to add a dollop to a bottom of like a small mason jar, cut up some fresh fruit. You can use whatever you want. You can even use frozen fruit if you're going to prepare this in the morning and have it for lunch. Just to keep it cool, it will melt in time for you to eat, but I'm just going to use fresh berries because I'm going to eat it right away. And this is pretty much for the gram because it's pretty. I mean, you don't have to be this intentional, but for the video, why not? I'm going to be also adding some coconut flakes as another part of my layer. You continue this step until you get to the top of your jar, and then I'm going to be adding some cinnamon on top. This helps to curb your appetite and control your sugar levels. Really popular in diet foods, and that's it. So next up we have my egg bites, which are really easy to prepare. You can prepare these in the same morning or the night before, whatever you prefer. And today I'm going to be using some old veggies. Well, not old, I mean, I can still use them, but the leftover scrap veggies from making salads from the week. So some bell peppers, some purple onions, Also, some cilantro, which is really yummy, adds a ton of flavor to these little egg cups or egg bites. Some olives, and I like to use a little bit of meat because Jude is still a little meat eater, and I use little sausage patties that I found at Sprouts. These are fully cooked, and all you do is zap them into the microwave, but today I'm just going to chop them up into pieces and add them to our little egg bites. And next I'm going to move on to my eggs. This is pretty much the same way that I prepare my scrambled eggs, just adding my large brown cage-free eggs to a bowl. And today I'm going to use maybe about 5 or 6 eggs, then a pinch of Himalayan salt, mix that up, and I'm going to be using some of this oil. It's an oil blend. It's perfect for baking, and just add some of that to my tin, and then using a paper towel to evenly spread that oil around to make sure that they don't get stuck into the pan, because then it'll just be a waste of food. And I'm going to go ahead and carefully fill my little molds with the eggs, and then add the mixture of all the things that I chopped up to each one of them. Then I'm going to add some crushed pepper to the tops, and also sprinkle some cheese into each one of the little pans, and then throw that into the oven, set it at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, and they're ready to pack up and eat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit subscribe, also like, share with your friends, let me know what you want to see in my future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!